Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Sunday's edition of the 10th Facebook American Indian Community House Census Updates and also weekly updates. Today's Sunday, May 31st, 2020. Ampetu washte Sheldon Remori Machiapielo, Hojojo Oyanke Lakota Oyate Emataha. Good afternoon. My name is Sheldon Raymore, and I'm from the Cheyenne River Sioux people. I am the American Indian Community House Deputy Director and also your host for this series that we do every weekend on Sundays from 3 to 3:30. This is our time where we get to interact with you, our American Indian community throughout the Northeast region and across the country. I'm very happy to be here with you on this Sunday today. You and our over 12,000 followers here on Facebook. Catch us on all our other social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. As well as if you have yet to take the census, it's very important to do so. There are many reasons that we share with you. We will also be sharing with you throughout the week. This coming up week, we released a couple of our campaigns, and they're out there now, our census campaigns. We've started that. We'll constantly be posting those on our social media, so definitely look forward to those that will be coming up. And so it's been quite a week, a lot of things going on out there. I hope everybody is safe and healthy, and you all are taking care of each other during this time. It's with some of the cities that are out there, there's been the mandatory curfews that have been coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and just start this week's updates with you. There's a couple of them that have just come in. As these come in, I share them with you. So we, at the American Indian Community House, we work hard to make sure that we're constantly keeping you engaged, our community virtually. And there's a variety of ways in which we do that through different our social media platforms. So we have pretty much almost every day we have programming going on at the American Indian Community House. And what I like to do for these Sundays is just sort of share some updates that come from our staff. And so the first update comes from Tatiana Benali. She's Navajo, and she runs our social justice series, which is on Tuesdays. So the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments Monday on whether tribes have jurisdiction over a large swath of eastern Oklahoma in a case that could have implications on everything from tax authority to decades of criminal cases. We feel tribal representation made our argument today with brevity and clarity, said the tribe through its press secretary. The decision is now in the hands of the court, and we'll wait for that decision. Normally, the court issues decisions throughout May and June. With COVID-19 pushing cases back and arguments heard via teleconference, it is unknown how long it will take for decisions to be handed out this term. One of the facts also that happens is on Shinnecock Nation. Shinnecock Indian Nation got a victory in New York State Supreme Court in its fight to keep its electronic billboard built on a right-of-way alongside Sunrise Highway on Long Island. On Monday, Judge Sanford Neal Berlin denied the state of New York's request for a preliminary injunction to the Shinnecock Indian Nation's billboard and monument on Sunrise Highway. The state of New York has been trying to force the tribe to take down the 61-feet electronic digital billboard called the Shinnecock Indian Nation's Monument Signs Project. Located 90 miles from Manhattan, the Shinnecock Indian Nation serves as a gateway to the Hamptons, with neighbors who live in posh mansions for the rich and famous. I'll be posting all these links on this Facebook page, so if you would like to read the full articles, you can. That was shared from Native News Online, and the other article was from Indian Country Today. Excuse me. In other events, this Tuesday we'll be sitting down with the Muskogee Creek Nation to talk about updates of the recent McGirt versus Oklahoma Supreme Court case. In Muskogee Nation is an ongoing history with so-called Oklahoma and the U.S. regarding land and jurisdiction. Several crime cases have brought tribal sovereignty to the forefront in the face of disestablishment and challenges to U.S. jurisdiction over indigenous nations. Join us as we go over this history with relatives from Muskogee Nation. Return Eastern Oklahoma to the 5 southern tribes. Who with Muskogee Nation, and that's going to be on June 2nd, and that'll be Tuesday, and it'll be a Zoom and Facebook Live, so you can catch it right here on our American Indian Community House Facebook page, so you can come back to us and join us on Tuesday. And again, that's going to be from 6 to 8 o'clock p.m. and that's coming from led by Tatiana Benali, one of our census staff, AICH staff members. So definitely check it out. Welcome everybody, Ty, Frederick, Kaylee, Dee. So glad to have you all here. Fran, Rachel, Color Me Wampum, Walter. Thank you all for joining in. And some good news, new music. Oh yes, new music coming out. This is coming in from Tanis Peranto. Tanis is from the Métis Nation, and she has worked very hard with us to get our YouTube channel off the ground, as well as our the Fit Native series that she heads. So I'm going to just read from you some of the issues that she brought up to our attention to share with you today, which is Rep. Hallen and other members of Congress submit amicus brief in defense of Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, published May 21st. This is from coming from nativenewsonline.net. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, lending support of the Mashpee Wampanoag in its fight to preserve its land and trust status, Deb Haaland, along with other members of Congress, filed a bipartisan amicus brief with the Federal District Court for the District of Columbia on Wednesday. The Mashpee tribe, based in Massachusetts, got support from all of the state's congressional delegation, signed the brief, including the U.S. Senators Elizabeth Warren and Edward J. Markey. Hallen, who is a tribal citizen of Laguna Pueblo, was joined by 2 other American Indians serving in Congress. Rep. Sharice Davids, who is a tribal citizen of the Ho-Chunk Nation, and Rep. Tom Cole, who is Chickasaw Nation of Oklahoma. The other American Indians serving in Congress, Mark Wayne Mullen, did not join in supporting the amicus brief. In all, the amicus brief was co-signed by 25 members of Congress. The brief was filed to coincide with the Mashpee Wampanoag hearing in court on Wednesday. And again, I'll be posting the full article here on this Facebook page. So we had the Justice Beats that took place on May 30th. Which was just yesterday, and it was a virtual festival and fundraiser to benefit communities in urgent need. You can go to their website to donate. We'll be posting that on here as well. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Todd. Welcome to our American Indian Community House weekly Facebook updates and live stream with the also census updates as well. So some of the beneficiaries of this were the American Indian Community House here in New York City, BLMP, Black LGBTQI plus Migrant Program, Cosecha, Dream Defenders, Health for Palestine, Palestine Grassroots Distribution Project, Red de Pueblos, Transnacionales, Southerners on New Ground, Tent Mission, STL, Reclaim the Block, Black Visions Collective. And so the host of that were the Peace Poets DJs, DJ Saronia, DJ Rebel Betty, Marsha May, Makeda, Wordsmiths, Tefpo, Pasha Elaine, Yadira de la Riva Musicians, Ty Defoe, Clarissa Bitar, Josh Scott Richardson, and Lyric Ty Dakota Camacho. So thank you for those of you that tuned in and showed your support. It's still not too late. You can still show your support and make some donations if you like. You can go to their website and that'll be posted up as well. So a census fact to share with you is the pandemic shows tribes the census is an absolute necessity. From Indian country today, a low response rate has the potential to affect federal funding for tribal governments. The Indian House Service, housing, Head Start programs, political representation in Congress, policies, school districts, and more. Please take the census. It's so important for those very reasons right there, and many, many more, which again we'll be sharing with you this week. Check out our campaigns that we have posted up. In other news, Fit Native TV live workout class is going to be, the summary is to join us for online fitness classes you can do from the comfort of your own home in light of the hashtag stay at home orders taking place all over Turtle Island. We recognize our community's strong need to be able to stay active in new and different ways. It's for anyone who wants to exercise and move their body, who does not have any serious injuries or health issues. That's probably for that. Wants to be cleared by their doctor to exercise freely. A circuit-style strength and cardio class led by Tanis Peranto. It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, so check that out. This is on Eastern Standard Time, so for those of you West Coasters tuning in, just make sure that you're not early on that. But go ahead and shoot us an email. We can send you the credentials for that so that you can join. It's usually a Zoom live workout, and that's with Tanis Peranto. And exercise is something everyone should be incorporating. Excuse the sirens in the back. There's a lot of this is still from the protests and things that have been going on. So if you hear sirens in the back, that's definitely part of that. Exercise is something everyone should be incorporating in their lives to become stronger, move better, get healthier, and be happier from those endorphins and the positive effects of it carries over into our everyday lives. And the best thing of all is it's free. So please join back here at the American Indian Community House Facebook page and you can join in. And Tana says you can join Fit Native via Zoom and also Facebook Live. So check that out. So we have a Fit Native Challenge prize announcement coming to you today. The top 3 attendees from the first 4 Fit Native classes, which was from May 26th to June 4th, and the top 3 attendees from the next 4, that's 4 Fit Native classes, June 9th through the 18th, will win Fit Native swag, AICH reusable face mask, and AICH t-shirt. So for those of you that kept messaging us about where's the swag, where's those t-shirts, the American Indian Community House t-shirts, you get your opportunity here to join the Fit Native class, enter into this contest, and we get it over to you for free, so you don't even have to pay for it. So join in on that. That's going to be this Tuesday and this Thursday with Tanis Peranto. Sacred Spaces, honoring our elders and our stories of living culture. This series features our elders as they tell us stories about their history in New York City. There will be opportunities to interact and ask questions. For anyone who would like to learn the history and wisdom of our elders in New York City, the Northeast, and beyond, a conversation between an elder guest of honor and the community members who join us on Zoom. The guest this week is Harry Wallace, so check out that. And Harry Wallace comes from the Puspatuck Nation out there on Long Island, so definitely check back here at the American Indian Community House Facebook page. It'll be live streamed, so you can come back here, and that'll be from 5 to 7 o'clock p.m. Right here on our channel. And New York City has a rich history of Native presence and the highest population of urban Indians in the country. As people who live in Lenapehoking, it is important for us to take the time to get to know the elders who have been here for many years before us and to listen to their stories of what their experiences have been and what they continue to be today. So please, when you get a chance, if you do, check that out. Hi, Rachel. Kaylee again, sending prayers. Everyone participating in the post, be safe. So we started the Native Theater Thursdays. It turned out to be pretty amazing. Lots of talent out there in Indian country. And so we bring this to you. This week's play is, well, first of all, what is the Native Theater Thursdays at the American Indian Community House? The American Indian Community House Indigenous Futurism Initiative presents Native Theater Thursdays in an official partnership of First Nations Theater Guilds and the Eagle Project. We are dedicated to revitalizing traditional and contemporary stories and uplifting the voices of our people through professional development and promotion to advance artistic careers and our living culture. Supporting our Native artists' economy in Mannahatta through arts and continued opportunities, we will work together to sustain and continue to self-determine our futures throughout this pandemic. Like fry bread, we rise. And we, the American Indian Community House, stand with you. With support from New York City Census 2020, Novo Foundation, New York Women's Foundation, Mannahatta Fund, Decolonize Wealth Edgar Villanueva, COVID Emergency Relief Fund, and our individual ally donations, we thank you and remain humble and grateful each day. For American Indian Community House community members and allies, it's a live play reading called Silent Quest by John Jameson, and it's this Thursday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. It's going to be here on our Facebook live stream, and the majority of our artists have lost gigs, jobs, and opportunities. We want to use this time to continue to self-determine our futures throughout this pandemic, provide opportunity for our artists, and to remain visible and bring more awareness to our Native voices and stories. So it's very important to continue showing our support for those brothers and sisters in the arts industries out there, and there's lots of talented artists out there. So please check back this Thursday to view some of their work. So we also have on the weekends the Sacred Spaces, which is honoring our elders' talking circles. We did Silent Quest already. That's an old one. This week's play is To Be Determined. My apologies. Thank you for that, Tanis. I guess it is To Be Determined. Yes. Okay. So check back with us. We'll be posting that on here on our Facebook page. More of the information about this week's play and what that's going to be about. Thank you for that, Tanis. This Sacred Spaces, which happened yesterday and today from 12 to 2 o'clock p.m., join the American Indian Community House as we host Sacred Spaces, a place for our community to honor elders through these uncertain times. As a community, we will be claiming time to check in with one another, talk about our journeys, catch up with friends, and share insight and good medicine to strengthen each other's spirit in unity. For each community members, a conversation between the group to check in with each other, Saturdays and Sundays, 12 to 2 p.m. on Zoom, checking in with our community members, especially our elders, who are some of the most vulnerable during this time, is extremely important as we navigate through this uncharted territory. Sadly, we've already lost members of our community to the virus. Our elders need us more than ever. So show your support for that as well. Thank you for all of those wonderful updates from our American Indian Community House staff members, Tanis Peranto, Tatiana Benali, Iakuine Oaks, our executive director. Thank you to Talon Ksa, one of our other census members, all of the folks involved in Native Theater Thursdays and facilitating that, Ty Defoe and Ryan Opalanya, Ted, Victor Little Eagle Pierce. Thank you all for your hard work, continued support. Also the members, that are very active in there, Rick Chavoya, Fran, Grumbly, all of those, the support that you share and you give to us to keep everything going. I am here every Sundays. You can check back for next week. That's pretty much all the updates I have for you right now. Everybody stay safe. Follow us on, like I said, our social medias. If you haven't got a chance to subscribe to the YouTube channel, I do want to share a fun announcement. We are looking for a new look for these Sunday live updates. So come back next Sunday. Hopefully we have it set up. There'll be more than just me doing this, but we are definitely going to be stepping up our game here on our social media platforms to bring you a new and beautiful a look for the Sunday updates. So definitely check back in with us, to our census staff team. Everybody sending you love, light, prayers to everybody who needs them, and take care of each other. Stay safe. Bye.